be here. I am going to be telling you what's up and what's... Sorry. Yes, hello. I am here to be telling you what is going up and down. Sorry. People have had very different weeks. Some people have... Sorry. Sorry. Sorry, this is really embarrassing. Had Justin Bieber's baby. Who's... No, not kill it. Yeah, no one's going to believe me anyway. Right. So, I want to talk about the Justin Bieber baby thing. Now, we're supposed to say the alleged baby thing, but this is late night, we're edgy. I'm just going to say exactly what I want, which is that I think...
Justin Bieber is a fantastic singer, dancer and role model, and is definitely a virgin and a good Christian. Everyone should keep out of his private life, but don't forget to download his new album and buy his new calendar. And the witch who has accused him of fathering her child is a...
floppy-head douchebag. Do we all agree? No one likes him. No one likes him. No one likes him. So, staying with the baby thing, going up this week is Hugh Grant's outgoings, because he has had a love child. But it's not a love child, is it? If love was involved, maybe Daddy would have stayed with Mummy. Don't you think? I think we should be more honest and call it I was hammered and she promised she was on the pill child. I think that's better. And going up this week is Pippa Middleton. Now, she has had a doll made in her likeness. How jealous do you have to be of a woman to create a doll with arms like that? Now, this doll is apparently for children so that they can recreate the royal wedding. What's Pippa's role? Like, building the church? What's she doing? I don't know. And there was a study that came out this week that said that the body part that women most hated about themselves was their upper arms. So Pippa's not going to have that problem, is she? Or if she does, she can just punch herself into a coma. Forget all about it. Also, going up this week, the Austrian national anthem, that popular ditty, is going... It might be changing because it currently says that Austria, homeland to great sons, and female MPs want it changed to and daughters, even though it changes the rhythm of the song. Now, since when did equality come in the way of great music? Okay, when did that happen? You can't go around making songs representative, like, oh, I'm a single ladies and gentlemen, and people in relationships, people that are married, engaged, divorced, widowed, and it's complicated. Put your hands, hooks and stumps up. Going down this week, the senior NATO official who won his court case to keep his identity a secret. Now, he had an affair with a Russian spy, which led to the leaking of documents and secrets that might have endangered Europe's safety. Now, the press aren't allowed to name him, and they can't show pictures of him apart from one, which is of him leaving a Halloween party dressed as a banana, right? Which has led to the nickname Banana Man. Right? But I know who it is. Because I used to live on Acacia Road, right, next to this kid called Eric, yeah? He's an ordinary schoolboy, right? Apart from every time he eats a banana, a magical transformation occurs, yeah? And he fucks a Russian and leaks secret documents. This has been really lovely. Thank you so much. The ups and downs and airs. And Sarah, see you later. Good night. Bye. Hello, thank you. Hello, yes, I am here to talk about what's going up and down in the week. Going up this week, and I think we're all celebrating, it's the big news story for all of us, I think. It's that Alicia Dixon has been named Beauty and Empowerment Ambassador for Avon. Yeah, no, I know, we're over the moon. They said she was perfect. She looks just like the girl next door to door. And, I mean, it's a great role for Alicia. I'm pleased for her because you know how she hates it when beauty and empowerment are separate. I mean, it's like those idiot suffragettes. Like, if they just spent more time putting on false eyelashes and wonder bras, like, maybe we would have got the vote a lot quicker, wouldn't we? Not that we all deserve it, do we, Alicia? No, ugly girls should give it back. That's right, yeah. Woo! I'm just feeling so beautiful and empowered right now. I could throw up to lose weight. So, going down this week, Lord Goldsmith, he defended Tony Blair's relationship with the Gaddafi family by saying that it was a lapse of judgment, which seems a little bit flippant to me. Like, a lapse of judgment is when you cook too much rice. Like, what he did was get up, have a shower, get dressed, got in a plane to Libya, and had a prolonged familiar relationship with a dictator. Seems a lot worse. It reminds me of when, you know, these guys that you hear about going into A&E, and they say to the nurse, yes, funny story, I was putting up the curtains in the nude, and I slipped and fell, and my bum ate the hamster. Going up this week are pound shops. Now, apparently, the number of pound shops on Britain's high street has now overtaken the amount of bookshops. We have more, I know, which means that people are now more interested in buying Nescafe and flary liquids than they are in reading and learning. And this is sad, right? Bookshops should fight back, shouldn't they? And I think they need to introduce some cut-price, off-brand literature. I've got some ideas for them. 1983. It's the year just before it all happened. It's the lead-up. Less of the D'Urbervilles. It's the same story, but quicker and with none of the characters. And also Jane Eyre. It's a lesser-known Bronte heroine. It's about a lovely lady called Jane who is an ear. So you can check those out in the stores. It is a depressing fact, isn't it? But, guys, thank God they'll never take our libraries. OK, also going up this week, apparently the amount of people who are getting divorced in their 60s is on the rise. Now, this is really sad because by that time in their lives, people just used to stick with it, the person that they were with. And now, instead, they're splitting up the Yardley products, arguing over who's going to get custody of the National Trust membership. It's sad. It's really sad. And it's because, apparently, our sex lives are continuing way later into our lives. Now, men, you can blame Viagra for that, and women, Wayne Rooney for making it trendy. Going up this week, I'd like you to meet Shane Thomas. There he is. This is a before and after shot of the same guy. Now, isn't this incredible? So the before shot, this is when he got dumped after a very long-term relationship. And then the after shot, this is what he's done since he got dumped. He's lost 5 stone, he's been going to the gym. But the reason I love this is his face. Now, this is the face of a man who knows his ex-girlfriend is going to see this picture on the way to work, isn't it? Look at that grimace. Like, look at it in his eyes. Like, yeah, you're going to see this. Yeah, just keep smiling. I'm having a happy life and a great time. All right? Don't even need you anymore. I've got muscles. I mean, he should be applauded for what he's done, but he could have just been like the rest of us, you know? You have your heart broken, you get drunk, write a few jokes, become a stand-up comedian. Get to go on a television programme talking about the news, and then he gets to see it on his television. What a great life you're having. Just having such a great time now, Chris McEwan. Just absolutely brilliant, having a great time. I know John Richardson, yeah, from 8 out of 10 cats. Yeah? Thanks. Fine. I'll most probably get off with someone at the rap party, so who's not moving on now? I'll leave you with that. You've been a wonderful audience. Thank you so much. I'm not stopping down, Sarah. See you later. Thank you. Very much. Hello. I am here to tell you about what's been going up and down in the news this week. Now, first of all, going up is Sienna Miller. And that's because of the way she spoke so passionately and intelligently at the Leveson inquiry, or as I like to call it, Legally Blonde 3. Now, the inquiry is interesting. So all these celebrities are telling us about the press and how they've impinged on their lives, and some rulings going to be made at the end of it which might completely change the way that our media works. Now, apparently, it might be the end of gossip magazines. Exactly, it's a good thing. It's a good thing, isn't it? Now, I've been having to read them for this job, and I don't even think they should be called gossip magazines. They should all be called Women Getting Dressed. That's all it is. Oh, look, Victoria Beckham got dressed. Oh, Katie Holmes got dressed. We don't like it. Michelle Obama got dressed. Where does she find the time? And I actually think it might be better for society. The messages that they give out are horrible. I think you can distill everything those magazines say down to one short quiz, which is, ladies, what do you hate most about yourself? Is it A, your face, or B, your body? Answers to the quiz. Mostly A's. Buy expensive clothes to distract people and expensive makeup to cover it up. Mostly B's. Starve yourself and go to the gym. While you're there, look in one of those big mirrors. Are you sure you don't hate your face? No, good. We'll be better off rid of them. It was announced this week that every school in Britain is going to be sent a brand new copy of the St James's Bible. That's right. It's going to cost the government £400,000 to send every school a copy of a book it's definitely already got. But this one's slightly different because it has a foreword in it from Michael Gove. Yeah? Unchanged since 1611. And along comes Michael and he thinks he's got something to add. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. But before that, a word from our sponsor, the Education Secretary. I want to know what on earth it is that he's adding to the Bible. Is it going to be an 11th commandment? Thou shalt not go to university unless thou art born into money. Now, I love this story. Going up this week, the Vatican's chief exorcist, which means there's more than one. Already I'm excited. He spoke out this week and he said that yoga was satanic. And that while you think you're just stretching your bodies, you're in fact opening your mind to Satan and the evils of Eastern religion and reincarnation. Hang on, Catholics. Wasn't it one of your guys who started the whole coming back from the dead thing in the first place? Also, it's quite nice because the people are always telling us that we're supposed to be exercising and it's good for us. It's actually quite refreshing to find out that it's the devil's work. Oh, yeah, never guess who's in my spin class this morning. Beelzebub. See? That's weird. I saw him in Legs, Bums and Tums this afternoon. Hope he ain't got that body dysmorphia. He has. I once saw him as a black cat. Now, finally, in dog news, going up this week is T-Bone. There he is. Right, T-Bone disappeared 5 years ago and came back this week. I know. Who does he think he is? Harold Bishop. No, but he's come back. He turns up on a 37 bus. But, I mean, he can't have been waiting all of that time, can he? This dude on the right, he's not very happy he's come back, does he? He looks pretty jealous. They used to call me T-Bone. But look at the dog's eyes. Like, you can tell that is a dog that has seen things. Like, whatever's happened. His owner, Pat, the lady there, she said that she wasn't surprised that T-Bone turned up on a bus because he'd always loved to travel. So that explains it then, doesn't it? Because it's obviously just one of those gap years that keeps getting extended, wasn't it? So sunsets in Ibiza, the pyramids in Egypt, building kennels in Kenya, and then took a bad pill at the full moon party at Phuket, accidentally killed a prostitute, and ran away just in time to catch the 37 back to Solihull. Am I close to them? That's the news. That's what's been going up and down. Thank you so much. So, I'm here to tell you about what's been going up and down in the news this week. Going down is economics. money and shit, right? I've had a lot of letters from people saying, thanks, Sarah, over the series you've explained so much of the news to us. Now we understand. Can you explain to us about the economic crisis? And yes, I can, because I understand it because I read an article. So I'll just talk you through, in case, because it's very tricky, I'll talk you through what's been going on. So the article said things like this in it. A quarter of families are now suffering from fuel poverty. So you can see the problem straight away there. We're not supposed to be fueling poverty, right? We're supposed to be trying to stop it. Are you listening, government? Right, the next thing that it says, we need to convince the markets. Yes, we do. We need to convince them that no one wants leggings with lace at the bottom. No one wants fruit. Why don't you go inside and become a proper shop? Some sentences in the article, they'll be easier to understand, like this one, which says that 0.7% of UK's budget is to be spent on foreign aid. Now, even you can probably understand this. 0.7, that's maths. Foreign, that's where holidays are. And aid is a good thing unless it's plural. So that's a good sentence, so we all knew what that meant. Then we move on to this. The UK last year gave 1.4 billion in aid to India, which is great, good, well done us, pat on the back. And then India last year gave 3.5 billion in aid to Africa. Sorry, I thought I understood. This is baffling. Are we money laundering through India? Okay, but because I do understand economics now, I think I've solved the crisis. Okay, because I understand that debt is caused by people borrowing more than they can afford to pay back, right? And they spend it on things that they don't need, like clothes and shoes and nuclear weapons. But when you think about it, who doesn't get into debt? Children. Do they? Small, smug, in the black children, okay? So all you need to do is make chip and pin machines a bit more like parents, and we don't have a problem, right? Because you go into the shop, you'd pick something out, you'd put in your card and your number, and it would say, you've already got a coat. You'd have to go and put it back. It's a good system, isn't it? You'd put it back, you'd swap it for something else, you'd put in your card and your number, and it would say, sensible black ones, please, so you can wear them to school. You'd have to take it, put it back. You pick something else up, put in your card and your number, and it would say, OK, you can have nuclear weapons, but you've got to share them with your sister. Right. And then we would take them and put them back, because our sister is France. She's the one we want to use them on. Now, going up this week, Amy Childs. Now, she has been announced to be the face of Tesco bras. Okay. Now, obviously, we're all pleased for Amy and proud of her achievements, but can we just listen to that sentence again? I don't think you can be the face of a bra. Because the minute a woman takes her top off, no one is looking at her face anymore. Look at the picture a bit more closely. So you didn't even notice, did you perverts? You weren't even looking. Look, if you're going to bra model, you don't need a face. And also, I'm worried because what happens is women go out and buy products because of the celebrities that endorse them. You think you can end up looking like that person. Like, ladies, we can't look like her. It's too late for us. That kind of styling involves a cultural and self-respect lobotomy pre-puberty. Yeah, feminists in the house. It's the look that I like to call do you like blow-up dolls but prefer slightly more of a challenge? Now, cat news. This is the cat news. But basically, cats need to go up. I'm fed up, I'm sure you are as well, of reading horrific things in the paper being done to cats. It started off, there was one in a bin. Then last week, there was one eaten by a snake, and there was one in a microwave, okay? People don't know how to look after cats anymore, okay? This has to stop. So I've come up with some easy-to-remember rules for taking care of your feline friend. Number one, if your bin is shaking and meowing, there's a cat in it, okay? So stop stroking the rubbish and swap them over. Okay, number two, if your dinner's got a collar on it, check if it's your cat before you cook it. Number three, A kitten, a python, and an enclosed space is like me, Jaeger bombs, and a slightly younger man. It's going to be bloody messy and end up on YouTube. Hey, that was the news.
I'm Sarah. See you later.